Alright guys, so I'm going to start with a tablespoon of butter and some olive oil. We're going to let that melt down in the pan. And I mixed the two because if I just let the butter like this, the butter would burn. So the oil prevents the butter from burning. Now that our pan is hot, I have 12 ounces of shrimp. 12 ounces of large shrimp. I'm going to add to the pan. I'm going to put in like a teaspoonful of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of Creole seasoning, a teaspoon of seasoned salt, about a half teaspoon of Sazon Complete, and some pepper. And we're going to mix this up in our pan. Make sure we get all our shrimp covered. Now we're going to put all our shrimp in one layer and we're going to let them brown. While we're letting our shrimp brown, I have some boiling water here, and what I'm going to do is add some salt to this water, about a tablespoon, so we can make sure our pasta is flavored when we put it inside of this boiling water. Just going to mix that up. I have 16 ounces of fettuccine noodles. I'm going to go ahead and add that in while our shrimp is browning. While those cook, we're going to turn our attention back to our shrimp. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and flip our shrimp. Yep, they're nice and golden. Alright, now that everything has been flipped, we're going to go ahead and let these sit like this for about 2 minutes. Alright guys, so it's been about 2 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and remove our shrimp from our pan. Alright guys, so I have some heavy cream. I'm going to go in with my heavy cream, and I have about 3 cups of heavy cream here. And I'm just going to let this cream get hot. So when I shred up my Parmesan cheese, the cream will be hot enough to melt the cheese. Alright guys, so our fettuccine noodles are done. So I'm going to take them over and drain them. Our cream has come up to temperature. So I have a cup and a half of fresh Parmesan cheese that I'm going to put in there, and I'm going to let that melt down. And the Parmesan cheese will thicken our sauce. Alright guys, so our sauce has thickened. I'm just going to add some more black pepper, just a little bit, and some salt to that. And I have some parsley I'm just going to put in. And a tablespoon of butter. And we're going to mix that up. Now I'm going to return my pasta to our sauce. And you don't want to add too much at a time because you want to mix as you go. Grab some more. And the longer this pasta sits in this sauce, your pasta is going to absorb some of this sauce and get nice and tasty. Alright, I have my last little bit here, and I'm going to add in now, last but not least, we're going to go back in and add our shrimp in. Last one. Now you want to take some of that parsley and just sprinkle a little bit on top as garnish. And that's how I make my shrimp Alfredo.